Good evening, my name is Sonia King and I'm a poet. I want to bring you a new poem that I wrote yesterday when I was asked to um, provide a poem for a protest march in Peterborough. And I came up with this poem. It's called No Tease, and it's about the George Floyd incident and something else. I looked at an incident that happened in 1983 when I was very young, where a young man in the UK was shot in a police station with no answers to how this came about. And there are many, many references to this murder or killing um, in the news. And there was never any solution. So I'd like to see, I was looking to see how merging the two incidents would work out. So this is what I ended up with. I read that the father said, "My son did not commit suicide. They have something to hide. I want a public inquiry," was his request. "My son, alive yesterday, is today now dead. No, I object," a reasoning to deflect what is true. I say he had too much to live for. He had too much to do. He was born beautiful, a black male to adore. He was black and proud as a knight is proud, bold as the light of the day, lovely as the sea is blue, bright as the golden sun ray. Like all father's boys, he was precious. And being a precious one, I would say, is no tease. So crowd, let me hear you. I can't breathe. And I read a Reverend Milford said, "Look at how the child he died. We blacks can explode the lie rather than the mendacity and the myth that we are unconstruct and unproductive." I said to myself, well, a product of a mess, a product of masters who once sought and still seek to control, belittle, kill, or oppress. The time is now not to accept the social monologue which has been the precept in a disunited world. We must take the step forward. We are all human beings here. This is no nonsense. Racism must go, disappear. There must be some dialogue, some platform to simply speak. And this short story reflects a racism at a past time peak, a long time gone. They have since, in the UK, turned down the heat, but I will repeat, it's about a boy, Colin Roach, a subject so political politicians would not broach. Even the inquiry did not produce a reproach, a pastime murder in a place where today we go to seek safety, a pastime murder where today we go to seek our help, a fatal shot in a young mouth felt. But here, this is history. Till history is no tease. So crowd, let me hear you. I can't breathe. In those days, Stoke Newington, it was hot. Walk past the police station, I would think not. Fearing the worst, that I too might die. Things have changed since way back then, and that is why I'm here to tell you, my friends, history leans and history bends. History is not where this lesson ends. That was 1983, and this is 2020. From then to now, a people suffered plenty. From a social construct, from the color of skin, from stereotypes, from without and also from within. And I'll tell you more. Fair is not the sum of us, as within any fair is empty. Fair is a problem known to us century upon century. Bold we stand together now, as it is epic 2020. United Kingdom, New Zealand, Australia. We now look to the US of A. We saw with horror on video a life just fade away. 1983 to now. 2020 on the same coach. A subject so political, politicians will not broach. Even the inquiry that is needed now to produce an adequate reproach is slow, and we know this is so very serious, and we know there is no tease. A murder where the dying whispered, I can't breathe.